Do you know any tongue twisters?
Any what?
Tongue twisters? No?
Do you know any?
The only one, what were we saying?
Rusty wristwatch.
Rusty wristwatch.
Rusty wristwatch.
And then flat tire Andy. No.
What?
Fix a flat tire. What did we say?
Huh?
No.
Yeah, when we were talking about flat tire Andy.
I don't remember.
Oh, actually, I found out that he does fix flat tires.
Thanks for letting me know.
Nickname. So shout out Flat Tire Andy, and for listening. So we have this new listener that. Do you know Andy Canchola?
Oh yeah, the one that does the We're soulmates.
Yeah, we're soulmates.
So hilarious.
So one of his listeners found us through the podcast that I made with him.
Oh.
And then so he started listening to our podcast from like day one, like the first ever episode. Sorry for that, Andy, man.
Sorry about that.
You're a real trooper. Where was I going with this? Oh, so on one of them, and one of our podcasts, I shouted him out, and they asked me, I was like, "Does he fix flat tires?" And I was like, "Dude, honestly, I don't know," but that's his name. So then he told me to go back to like one of his episodes. I think it was like episode 5. So I went back and listened to it. So yeah, so basically, I think he works for a radio station or worked for a radio station at the time, or would call into a radio station at the time. Got to get my facts straight. And I think he would tell people that he could fix flat tires for them, like if there was ever an emergency.
Oh, okay.
And that's how kind of his nickname started going. And I think he went to an event for the podcast, for the radio station. And he's like, "Oh, I'm Flat Tire Andy." And then I just,
yeah. That's funny.
Yeah. So shout out Flat Tire Andy, bro, and your podcast and your son. Cheers to you, my guy.
So give him a call if there's flat tires.
Yeah.
He's not here though, right? He's not local.
I think he's in Arizona, no?
No, Andy is in Arizona.
Yeah, Andy is different Andy.
Oh, this is a different Andy.
Oh, I was like, that Andy.
Yeah.
No.
Andy found Andy, basically. I think L.A.
Send us your business card.
For real.
We'll disperse it.
You know how many cars Jesus has gone through?
A lot.
I feel like everybody like throws business cards away. Do you guys throw business cards away?
I do. Honestly, I hate business cards.
I'll take a picture of it.
But then I'll
or
forget
like write
about
down
it.
the information.
He has the dot. Have you seen those? The virtual business cards?
Seen those
are pretty dope.
Yeah,
Can I try it out?
Yeah.
Do I have to be unlocked?
No, it should go. Unless you don't have... Oh, there it is.
Oh, wow.
It takes you to the site.
Let me see what information he has. What is it for?
He just checks all your shit right now.
It has my socials. I think it has my phone number.
Oh, your social
email.
security?
No.
Oh, fuck.
No, hell no. No, I made sure.
Imagine just stole all of his information right now.
Damn, you didn't give him your Wi-Fi, man?
Oh,
he's out here
shit, my bad,
struggling with the...
We need to get
There's
that
bad
sign.
signal here.
Yeah, stupid bad signal.
Here.
What's up, guys? My name is Mario.
My name is Jesus.
My name's Bao.
Welcome back to the Vive con Huevos podcast.
My name is Raymond.
I think you're the first guy that said this.
Yeah, he is.
That's funny.
That's funny. You would think more people would do it, but they all just watch us like...
Well, I feel like I would get, like, I would probably sit there too and be like, do I say my name?
Like
do
those
I
two
not?
dogs that are just like...
Welcome back, guys. Episodio número 70. Can you say 70?
70.
60.
I get so confused with those numbers.
I know, but I get super confused. Or I had to like extra concentrate. Sorry, I got really burpy right now. It's the first time I had to like an ultra in forever.
Yeah, it took me a while to get
60.
to use, like to know what 70 and 60 are different numbers and stuff like that.
I have to say it like ridiculously slow for it to like.
I used to say like,
or like articulate it.
65, 64 or 74.
My dad does that, but in English when he says 30.
30.
Say 31?
No, 30,
30?
like the number 30. 30. Yeah, he tells like a veces gente no le entiende. He'll be like, what? 30? 30? So he'll like spell it out. 30.
Never heard him say that. That's funny.
I don't think he's ever said his numbers. I'm gonna make him count like fucking Count Dracula. Count
the
30, Dad. It's his party trick. But guys, with us today, otro Martes con Huevos, guys. Thank you so much for joining us.
Like, share, subscribe.
What Bao said. We have a special guest for you guys. Another San Diego gem. Mm-hmm. Told you guys. San Diego is just full of them.
Best ones come out of San Diego.
That's true. We are the #1 rated podcast in San Diego.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
It's a fact.
Yeah, super big fact.
Don't ask where we got it from, but it's a fact.
It's out
It's a
there.
fact, okay?
Don't Google it, pal. It has like hatred towards Google right now with your reel. The Google guy with the tight pants.
Oh,
Anyways, whatever. We'll talk about that right now. Anyways, guys, with us today, we have our boy. Were you born in San Diego?
Yeah.
Okay, born and raised in San Diego. Our boy Raymond Garcia in the house.
Hey.
Welcome.
Thank you so much for joining us
welcome.
today.
Yes.
Thank you.
I almost called you Ryan Garcia.
That's my brother.
Shit, really?
What the heck?
He was so serious. I was like, oh shit, I didn't want to laugh. But thank you so much, Ray, for pulling up. We had to reschedule, I think like 3 times, but you know, you live in San Diego, so it's cool.
20 minutes away.
Yeah, 20 minutes away. If you guys don't know that bit, it's like episode, I don't even know anymore.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I really have no
We
idea
just
when
done
I
so
said
many
that.
If you know, you
podcasts.
know.
Yeah, if you know,
Yes.
you know.
The real ones.
Yeah,
The real
big
ones.
facts. But thank you so much for joining us today, my
Thank you
guy.
for having me.
For those people who don't know who Raymond is, I know I'm like super burping.
Is that
now,
my
it's me.
stomach?
No,
Oh,
it's
I
mine.
thought that was mine. Mine was doing it at the same time, though.
They're just talking to each
Maybe
other. They have
it
their own
was your
podcast going on. Raymond, native from San Diego, content creator, YouTube connoisseur. Connoisseur, that's not even a word, huh? I'm just making shit up on the spot.
Connoisseur's a
It
word.
sounds
Yeah,
cool.
it is.
It sounds dope, huh? Like,
Yeah.
What are you? I'm a YouTube connoisseur.
Like I'm a
that-
chocolate
I mean,
that
it's
shit
a
on my business
word. I
card.
don't know if you're using it the correct way.
Am I missing anything else? Content creator, TikToker, YouTuber.
No. I think we got it all.
That's pretty dope.
Are you a full-time social media creator?
Yeah, I like try to do that one. To do it full time, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. And you've been doing it for quite some time now, right?
Yeah. It's been a while.
What made you get started?
I've low-key been wanting to do it since I was like young, like 16, 17. I tried to do like YouTube videos, but it wouldn't hit. And then like as soon as like TikTok hit, just started going from there. I was like, okay, I know how to do it now. So I just kept repeating everything.
Yeah.
So, but you were on YouTube. We kind of low-key kind of stalked you. So was it like 5 years ago?
Yeah.
You started doing the prank videos, right?
Yeah.
Was it just you by yourself filming it, or did you have like your cousin, your
It was me and a guy that was like he like really wanted to do it. But first it was like a group of us. It was like me and my friends, but I removed the videos.
Oh.
But
Did you like remove them completely or archive them?
There's some in there
There's
still.
some.
Yeah, I checked.
Jesus, check.
shit.
Deep dive, bro.
He did
You got
his
all nervous. You got all nervous.
No, but I think I have some. Like there's some that I haven't even released, but like yeah, I have like a few.
Yeah, but they're like the harmless ones. Like I think you were holding a long stick, kind of like just touching people behind you, and like in the store, and then
It was like the early Chupapi Muñaño.
Yeah.
Dude, that guy gets away with some crazy stuff sometimes.
I feel like they're fake. The videos.
Yeah.
Maybe
Maybe
now.
now.
Maybe
okay.
now, but I think like before.
I
Like,
don't think so. I think they're all fake.
really.
Yeah?
I think yeah.
I mean, maybe.
it's kind of like the Vitality guy. You know,
I heard he paid
did-
people to.
Wait, which was that one?
it was
Vitality?
like Vitality. I forgot but he would do pranks like that. Same thing. Like he would just do public stuff, or but then later we found out, or it was said that he paid people off. So so it was a little. But he got into some controversies, things like that. But we're not talking about him.
Yeah,
We're talking about Raymond.
Yeah, we're talking about Raymond. It's spotlights on somebody else right now. Yeah, but I do feel like that's kind of like hard to do because I would feel weird going up to someone and be like, "Hey, can I just throw this bucket at your face real quick?"
I know.
But you'll pay them, of course. I feel
Yeah.
like if you're getting good money and good views from like YouTube and TikTok, I feel like it's beneficial to pay somebody.
So do you do it first and then tell them like, "Oh, I'll pay you," or?
No, like all of those were real. All of my pranks are real. But I would consider it faking them
Yeah,
to get like better reactions.
Yeah,
that makes
I
sense.
can see that.
Yeah.
Did you guys have a name for your crew?
It was Box Boys TV.
Oh,
Because
okay.
we grew up in El Cajon and it was like El Cajon.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So like, yeah.
Who was
I see what you did there.
Yeah, God,
Clever.
and a comedian. Look at him. Add that to his business card too. Add that to his dot. Sorry, I like just got over a cough, so it's like that residue cough. It takes me for fucking ever.
Yeah.
Like low key feel like I have what is it called? Bronchitis.
Oh shit.
I got
Bronchitis.
bronchitis.
I got bronchitis. So take us back, bro. Like when did you start your YouTube? Were you in high school?
Yeah, I was in high school. I started it there, but I would get no views. Like I would like get under 1,000 views, and yeah, and then it just
1,000 views is still a lot.
it was like 1,000 views is a lot for me back. Like still to this day, like on YouTube, 1,000 views is a lot. I feel like it's different for like different platforms.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and but like I tried it, and then I was like, oh, it's not working. But I was still always like looking for an opportunity, and I went out to go shoot a video with like my coworkers, and I was like, I originally was gonna shoot a YouTube video, and then I was like, fuck it, like let's shoot a TikTok video for fun, and then that video went viral. Like viral as in like 250,000 views.
I mean, that's still
Yeah,
pretty.
Which is a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, from there I was like, okay, so now I just like, because whenever you have a viral video, you just need to keep remaking it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I started doing that and then experimenting with like different things, and it worked out. So, but it was like a long process. I was trying for a while.
Were you trying to do like original ideas, or were you trying to like do kind of like follow trends? You know, how, like I feel like a lot of people say, oh, follow the trends, and you know, try to do your own version of it, things like that.
With YouTube, I was trying to do like original ideas, and then TikTok, like originally with TikTok, I was doing like original ideas and just remaking real life situations. Then like I was like, you know what, like I found out from like different people like remaking videos helps, and at first I was skeptical, but then I started doing it, and it was like it works, and a lot of people do it, so I was like, oh,
Yeah.
why not?
Well, it's like adding your own twist to it sometimes.
Yeah, of
or
course.
like, you know, your own your little spice. Like shout out Andy. Like that's what he did with We're Soulmates videos. You know,
The
like
stalker videos?
The stalker videos.
They're hilarious.
But he got it from the. Like he put his own twist to like you know the fiance one.
It was it was like
so he put his own twist to it, and like it blew up. You know,
Yeah.
so like cause shout out to him for having that creativity and going like you said, like keep the ball rolling.
Yeah.
Which is hard to do because
Yeah.
I know on my personal TikTok, one of them went viral. But we were at Coachella, and all I did was like I put a Pepto-Bismol tablet on my tongue, and I was like raving at 30, and I was like, it's Pepto, and it's like, how do I keep this going? Like it's not like
how
there's
do you
raves.
remake
And,
that?
So I've been trying like posting every single day, but nothing has hit like that one.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, that consistency of like trying to remake the same video or like that same kind of type of video is like really fucking hard.
Yeah, or just having a good niche, like
Yeah.
like if you think you're funny in something, I would try to make a video out of it. Like
Yeah.
I'm sometimes very awkward. Like I would pretend, or I would like just have awkward moments, and like I just built off of it. Like I made a video of it, and like I would just remake awkward situations that I would put people in or do, and yeah, I feel like having a good niche too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you were like super shy?
No, I've never been shy on camera. Like podcasts, yeah, I'm a little bit shy, but like, no, I've never been like shy. Maybe like alone in a group of people. Yeah.
Like reserved?
Yeah.
When you're recording your like content, do you normally tend to like do it well, I know like the public ones, but like when you're doing like other kind of content, like will you do it just by yourself, or will you do it like you're okay with other people?
It's hard. I need somebody to like be there or record a video, but I'll do videos alone, but I can't talk to a camera alone. Like I can't do those like POVs.
Yeah.
I can do POVs, like the ones if somebody's recording me.
Yeah.
But I can't just.
But you won't talk to the camera, like have a conversation with the camera.
I can't. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's really hard to do because like even with the podcast, like we're talking to cameras like every single week, at least once a week. We're talking to cameras. Like there's no one else here. It's just us and our dog. So like this type of platform, I'm super comfortable with speaking into the camera. The moment that I turn and I have to do like a monologue, or like we're gonna do a giveaway for a Padres Dodger game. And at the moment that I turned and I was looking at the camera and speaking directly to it, like I froze and I was like, what the fuck? And I've been doing this for like, I mean, I've been doing this for so long, but like you know, I've been doing it enough to be comfortable in like my spot in my house. But then I turned around, I was like, oh shit, don't look at me.
Or like I'll always tell him like, oh, get more personal, like put up some stories and like talk to your followers, you know? And he shuts down. Like he's like about to do it and he's like, no, never mind.
I'm like super hyped, like fuck yeah, let's get this. And then the camera turns on, I'm like,
I'm kind of the same way too though. I'm like I tried to do the whole TikTok thing, but I couldn't bring myself to just like, because I've heard that like talking to the camera is like what will make you blow up on TikTok at
that's
times.
true.
And so I was like, okay, maybe I'll do like the get ready with me's. And like seriously, I tried to do it once and I was like, meh.
yeah.
Never mind.
Well,
This
like
isn't
takes
for me.
forever. Or sometimes too, like even going live on Instagram, like I won't do it alone.
Yeah.
I'll literally message Andy Canchola and Hernan from Los Compas, shout out him too. And I'll be like, hey, you guys want to go live in 30 minutes? Because I don't want to do this by myself. Yeah. Because at least it's like flowing. Like I just feel weird. Like
It's a lot more fun too when you do it with more people.
Yeah, that's true.
It's one thing definitely you have to just keep exposing yourself to. Like for example, I Twitch stream.
Yeah.
So that's, at first I was just not saying anything. I was like, oh, I think I need to start talking, or even if it was just talking to myself, like saying anything.
Yeah.
And I think once I got used to that, and that was the same time I started doing TikToks. And I think I was more comfortable doing the weird TikToks that actually blew up.
And you made some pretty freaking funny ones, honestly.
Yeah, but then I retired momentarily.
The ones you did when we were gone in Italy did pretty well.
Yeah, they did. Those were
when
pretty
I'm
funny.
I'm inspired. But then like I go back in my little hole. I'm like,
It
all right,
lasts
I'm done.
like 3 or 4 TikToks and you're like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah.
So do you like the short term more than the long form like skits?
I like the shorter ones. It's easier to like get views on, but like with the long ones, I'm starting to like it because of like the creator program where they pay you for the views.
Yeah.
So I'm aiming more towards that, like the longer videos.
And now even I think TikTok's like pushing that out, like longer videos. And I think I saw something that they wanted to do up to like 30 minutes now.
What the heck?
Yeah.
Like YouTube style?
Yeah, like YouTube style. Like they wanted to start. I don't know if it's gonna be on that same, like, well, it has to be on the same platform. But like how they're gonna like divide the 30-minute segments to the shorter.
Kind of like how they have like friends, like people you're following, people you're like you can click between them.
Or like YouTube, I guess. Well, they have the long form and then the shorts. You know, so I think they wanted to start rolling that out.
That makes sense that because they made that update where like now you can post it portrait and then when you like flip it, you can watch the full screen.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe not portrait. Yeah, horizontally.
Yeah, horizontally.
Yeah. So
you know how I learned horizontal? Speaking of that, fun fact, the Mario fun fact. I had a teacher. Huh? Yeah, the horizon. I had a teacher.
I think that's how we all learned it, no?
I don't know. Well, fuck me. I felt fucking special.
Oh,
yeah, fuck off. This is my podcast, right?
Vertical, horizontal.
This is all about Raymond, all right? That's all about you, okay?
Well, I didn't know that though, the horizontal.
See, I taught somebody.
I was like, interesting.
It's like vertical, horizontal, because it's like the horizon.
I knew what horizontal was, but I didn't know because it was because of that.
That's how I learned it too.
See, I taught 2 people.
Yes, good job.
I'm a badass teacher. High five.
Proud of
Fuck
you.
yeah.
Underpaid.
Underpaid and underappreciated. But anyways, back to the real story over here. So you started making these YouTube videos. Were at one point were you ever like, fuck, like I don't want, because YouTube when you started, it was still like dabbling into that was kind of like considered kind of nerdy, I guess, you know?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know, like I didn't want to literally say that you're a nerd, but he walks out.
No.
But it was one of those things that you were like kind of shy to put out there. You're like, oh, I'm on YouTube, like follow me, you know, like content creating wasn't as shined upon, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, up until like maybe a few
Recently,
years ago,
yeah.
yeah.
That's true. I was thinking about that a lot. Like when I started YouTube, I was like, damn, like what are people gonna think? Like, I was of course having those thoughts, but then I had like a talk with somebody, and they're like, you know what, like, who gives a fuck? Like, he was like 40. He's like, I'm 40. Like, at the end of the day, the people that care about that stuff then aren't even gonna remember it when you're 40.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, yeah, right. I was like, I'm gonna just start doing it. So I started getting into it and.
So that was like your fuck it moment?
Yeah, I was like, and that stuck to me. I was like, you know what, like, who cares? I always tell people, like, who cares what people think? Like, they're not paying your bills, or they're not gonna be there helping you. Like, you need to do it. You need to go out there and try something.
Yeah, and just do it for yourself.
Yeah.
You know,
Facts.
yeah, same thing too with like the podcast. Like sometimes I'm like, damn, like or not the podcast, with my TikTok. I'm like, dude, I'm fucking 30 years old out here doing like stupid ass videos. But it's like, it makes me laugh, you know? And
You're
then it's
having
like,
fun with it.
having fun with it. And like, it's clearly making other people laugh
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
It's like, why am I shying away just because I'm, 30? Fuck it, whatever. Vehicle Huevos or whatever. Whatever that fat guy says on the podcast.
I'll still do it even if I'm like 60 or 50. I'm gonna still keep trying to do YouTuber videos, like
Well, yeah.
something I like.
I feel like there's so many of them. I was just at a conference. I work in marketing, so there's this conference here in San Diego called Social Media World, and the biggest YouTuber that like making the most money at the moment is this older guy that does plumbing. And he does like plumbing videos and like teaches like people how to fix things. And like he's like in his 60s, but he's like winning at life at the moment in content creation. So
Remember that old lady that I sent you to, where she does like funny videos? She's probably like maybe in her 80s. She's like, hello, it's me. Get ready with me.
yeah,
I'm going
she's
to a
funny.
funeral. Another one of my friends died.
Damn.
But then she like cusses and stuff. So that's
Yeah.
funny. That's true.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah, she did one that was fucking hilarious. Where she's like, if I ever die, please don't show up in my funeral in all black. And she does like a wish list. She's like, I want you to show up in like colorful clothes and like play this type of music.
Yeah.
But it's just funny. But like, you don't think about somebody that age,
Yeah.
Doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got to exploit our grandparents. That's
Yo,
what we
for
got to
real,
do.
facts.
Apparently.
Well, you can. Rip to all mine. Damn, that was sad.
All right, we'll exploit your parents.
Anyways, Raymond, we're fucking start crying. So, okay, so do you want to revamp your YouTube now that you want to start doing longer form content?
Yeah, I actually, what I was thinking, I want to like, cause TikTok I already have a platform kind of on TikTok. I want to make YouTube videos for TikTok, like pranks and like edit it a cool way to post them longer on TikTok. But I am posting on shorts. I'm trying to get that whole monetization on YouTube, and eventually I do want to start doing videos. I'm gonna start probably this year.
How is shorts going for you?
It's going good. It took a while. Like I was posting like every day, and like I was getting no views. Like, and then like one hit, and then I was like, okay, like I'm gonna just keep posting.
Yeah.
And then I just posted, and now I think YouTube sees that it's getting engagement, so they're like kind of pushing my videos.
Okay.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
good.
so I'm getting okay views.
Yeah.
But it's a lot. You have to get like 10 million views to like get monetized.
Yeah, no.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it's hard. With all the platforms, I think it's pretty hard.
Not with Twitch. You just need 3, and then you start making money.
Really?
What?
3 what?
3 viewers, and then you can start making money off of it.
How do we
It's pennies.
podcast on Twitch?
It's
No
just
wonder
pennies.
Nan
yeah.
started there.
It's just pennies. But then, like,
Oh, okay.
Shit.
pretty
pennies
much at the
is
end of the day,
something, dog.
as long as people start subscribing, you'll get paid.
De
So
20 en 20.
Damn.
Yeah, but YouTube is hard.
Yeah.
I forget so much, dude. Like, she gets on my case like all the time because I'm pretty good at like posting everything on Instagram and on TikTok, and I'll just forget about YouTube
Yeah.
Shorts. And it's like, now that me cuesta, just going onto the
same
next
thing.
platform and just uploading the same thing, same caption.
Well, that's why I asked, because I've looked at our YouTube shorts, and like some videos will do really good, like thousands, like hundreds of thousands of likes, and then like the next one is like 5 views,
0
and then the
views.
next one is like 5 views.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how, but it's just like really
Are
inconsistent.
using the same thing, like, because what I've noticed with I've noticed putting like, there's certain things that you can do to like make it get views. It's weird. Like I was on my TV today, and I was like looking all these shorts because it shows on the TV. I was like, damn, like why do I was like thinking like, why do I want to, because I wanted to click on one, and I was like, why do I want to click on it? And then I noticed like there's like a big red like caption, and then there's like little to no words on the bottom, no hashtags, just like you have to do things
appealing to the eye.
Yeah, that's one thing that like I think what not stresses me out, but I think why I stopped posting so much on YouTube, because it also limits your captions to like 5 words. Exaggerating, but it does limit you like significantly.
Well, TikTok was like that at the beginning.
Yeah.
Like it was really short captions.
So the captions could only be like a certain amount. So like if I had a really long caption, now I had to rethink of another caption. It's like, how do I make this engaging to somebody that's only going to see it for like 0.5 of a second, and that's going to decide whether or not they stay on the video.
Yeah.
Which is true, I guess, to say in every other platform. But I don't know why I have such an internal battle with with YouTube and YouTube Shorts.
There's an app or there's a website that you can upload a video on like Instagram and it'll post it everywhere. Like I forget what it's called. A P Killer told me about it. But you post it somewhere and it posts on like every platform you have. It's really smart.
Huh. Now, the more you know.
All right, well, we'll need to look into that.
We started using like an AI one to do the clips. So the reels, I won't use those reels. So, but what I'll do is I'll feed some of the podcast into that AI tool, and it like scours the internet for like keywords or things that you're saying, and it'll give you like maybe like 10 different videos.
Oh wow.
And it'll rate it. And it'll be like, this one has like a A+ or a B-, but it'll give you like different ratings of like different subcategories. It's like, this one has a good like hook. This one has a good beginning, or this is relevant because of this, that, and the other.
So it like picks what it thinks will go viral,
Yeah.
or like what it thinks people want to see or hear.
Yeah, and then after that, then I'll make a conscious decision of like, well, does it fit my platform? Does it not? Does it like go with my branding? Does it not go with my branding? Or I'll try to use that same clip, just either make it shorter, because then I'll start digging into my analytics.
Yeah,
and it was like, okay, people are falling off at like 5 seconds. Do I really want to post a reel that's 30 seconds? So more geared towards that. We kind of nerded out a lot right now. That was crazy.
Everybody listening is like, what?
People who aren't content creators right now are like, what the fuck are they talking about?
What are they doing to us?
What kind of brujeria is this?
No, I've always seen that. I've seen that clickbait stuff, kind of like not the Molly, the Pepto one that you did.
What's in that beer? Chill.
The Pepto video.
Yeah.
That was clickbaity, right?
Yeah.
Because like they think it's one thing and it's another. Speaking of like clickbait, like I saw one of your videos where you're eating mayo. I was like, I think that just captures like whoever's watching is like, why is this guy just eating a spoonful of mayo directly from the bucket? Were you actually eating mayo?
No.
Oh,
I
thank God.
Do you like mayo?
I saw that video. I was like, and that I caught my eye. I was like, oh, I saw the mayo bucket. I was like, is this guy literally eating from a mayo bucket?
Yeah, I think a lot of on my like thumbnails and stuff, it actually works.
It hurt.
It
Yeah,
does,
it
yeah.
helps.
Or just doing something like small in a video, like messing up, or there's a lot of things you can do to like get people to stay or watch it.
Yeah.
The internet and like the clickbait, I guess, situation, or like that whole like realm of how to get somebody to stay on your page is like absolutely nuts.
It's crazy.
Yeah. And like everything, like I think it's more, like the understanding the psychology behind how a person works and what's gonna make them stay. And it's like at one point I started tripping. I was like, well, am I a psychologist now? Like, do I understand people?
Watch out, guys. Vario's the new psychologist around town.
But it's just crazy to think. And then like how before we would like state on these platforms, like when I was younger, I would be on YouTube for like hours watching one video. And now I'm on TikTok and I'm like, dude, I can't even like, if it's not capturing me in the first like 0.5 seconds, and it's like, oh, on to the next. Like, how did we get here?
Yeah. Well, I'm even like that sometimes with like the story times. Like I'll start watching, like, this is interesting, but it's too long. So I like fast forward or do like the 2 times, you know, because I just feel like our attention spans are just so different.
I
now,
can't
like
watch
YouTube
like
or
long
whatever.
videos.
Yeah.
I suck at them.
Yeah. And I don't think the newer generations are ever going to like be able to watch long videos the way that like we used to when YouTube first started. Or like, I remember when Mario and I first started dating, I was more of like a reader than I was a watcher. So if I needed to learn how to do something, I would read an article on it or like look for some like a manual, you know?
Yeah.
And he would watch videos and it would stress me out because I'm a really fast reader. So I would just kind of like skim through the...
I am not a fast reader.
I would skim through it and be like, okay, I kind of figure it out. And he was just like sit there and like watching the 1 hour YouTube video to figure out how to do something. I was like, just read the article.
Some people are visual learners.
And well, now, but that's where I was getting at, is that now like TikTok is like my main form of like learning how to do anything. Yeah. I'm like, I want a recipe, TikTok. I need to learn how to freaking fix a sink, TikTok, like anything, you know? So and they're all like under a minute long. So I'm like, whoever figured out this short video format, like, thank you.
Yeah, we were talking about that because the whole like TikTok ban thing is happening. It's like, are they really going to take it away? Are they not going to take it away?
Where am I going to get all my recipes from?
Yeah, and that's exactly what we thought. It was like, where am I going to get any of my information from right now?
Well, it's official. Like a TikTok officially became
the search engine.
The search engine, like almost as big as Google. So it's like Google, ChatGPT, and TikTok are like the top 3 search engines at the moment.
Damn.
I set a timer. I don't know if I need
I did it too.
But, okay.
Actually. The only reason I said it is because we didn't know how long that one, the Coachella Angels DJ. It's gonna last. But yeah, no. So going back to the whole like search the search engine thing, like I was like, dude, like, and now like going back to like creators like you, I was like, well now what do we do? Because like you said it, your biggest platform is TikTok.
Yeah,
right
yeah,
now, right?
correct.
So I was like, well,
How do you feel about the whole
Honestly, I feel
ban
like
going around?
anybody can make like a viral TikTok. Like it's just, and then some people can keep the ball rolling, but I feel like that's gonna bring out the real like content creators from TikTok to YouTube or Instagram or Snapchat. It's gonna bring out like people that actually want to be creators, and I feel like it might change the game. It might make people become more viral, and I don't mind the TikTok ban. It sucks, but like I wouldn't mind it.
Do you think there's gonna come do you think they're gonna come up with a new app, or do you think we're just gonna use the apps that we currently have the way that
There's gonna be another app
Yeah.
that came out, like with Vine. Vine got removed, and then TikTok. Eventually, I feel like another app will come.
Yeah.
why did Vine get removed?
I don't know.
Now that you bring that, I feel like it just like
I kind of
randomly
just feel like one
vanished.
day I couldn't use it again, and I was like, well,
Right?
and I moved on with my life. But I don't remember
Oh shit!
why.
Now I'm like tripping out.
Yeah, because I
Yeah.
remember I didn't remember like why I had stopped using Vine, and one day I tried to go back to re-download it like years ago, but years later, and I couldn't find it. So I was like, oh, that sucks. But then I kind of just moved on with my life, like I didn't think anything of it.
But like, sorry, do you want to say something?
I was gonna say I like what you said because like in a way it's like it's gonna bring out the best of the best. You know, like let's just say TikTok went away.
Yeah.
The best creators are gonna find a way to, or they're actually gonna hustle to
Yeah.
make sure their stuff works on these other platforms, Instagram, whatever
That's
it is.
true.
Like if they're actually passionate
or
about
if
it,
or we'll find out if they actually bought their their followers and stuff like that after.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Well, Instagram kind of does that on its own.
what?
Like it filters out people who bought their
Oh, yeah.
following and stuff. Like even
Instagram
people who like
does.
message like the brand or message me like, hey, I want to be on your podcast, and they're like, oh, and I'll go take a look, and like maybe they have a certain amount of followers, but their like follower to like ratio doesn't match.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, okay, never mind, bro. You're not gonna be on here.
Yeah.
Sorry, but we do check. But going back to your point about like the whole Vine thing and TikTok, I feel like now that you said that, I feel like that kind of happened on that platform too.
Yeah.
So like Lele Pons, for example, Viner, and like she like hustled and still became and was still relevant once TikTok and Instagram started blowing up. So her content like grew, into these other platforms.
That's true.
She could have just stayed on Vine, and once that died, her career could have died. But no, it just kept growing.
Yeah. So
I
she
never
was
actually
one of
thought
the
about that. Yeah.
Creators that
That's
came
true.
Out of it.
You guys know Cody Ko?
Yeah.
Like he was a Viner and now he's like a big YouTuber. He's a DJ now playing like at Encore, things like that. So like little things like that, like it'll bring out the best of people pretty much,
true.
if they gotta if they gotta go to another platform.
Yeah. I guess we'll see who makes it. Hunger Games. What's that little? It's going the trending song right now. No. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Who knows if they'll even ban it, honestly, because like now we're getting sued and all these things are happening.
We're getting sued.
Well, the U.S. is getting sued. Technically, we're part of it.
Damn, we're getting sued.
All the TikTokers, fuck. Never mind, pull out. But anyways, I'm gonna check the cameras real quick.
Okay.
You guys want to take a quick break?
Yeah, cool.
Cheers, boss. Dude, going back to those podcasts. So, going back to like that the Andy podcast, not Andy Controla, but the guy that found us. Like I was going back, like mentally, I was like going back to those podcasts, and I was like, damn, like to archive those, like the amount of like the amount of want to archive those is like real. Because it's like so embarrassing, and it's like, dude, why was I doing this shit? It's like, why was I asking these questions? What the fuck is wrong with me? I was learning.
Happens. I've said some dumb things on live, or like, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, it's like cringy moments, but
I've also said things in the last few podcasts where I'm like, man. Oh. Well, my mic wasn't on, but I'm back now. I've also said a few things in some podcasts where I'm like, I wish I wouldn't have said that, but whatever.
There's some videos I'm iffy to post on like Instagram, because like that's where the real people the real people will sit there and view it, and like I'm like, oh, it's cringe. or there's some that I have on there. I'm like, I want to delete. Like, it's kind of cringe.
Mm-hmm.
Like, fuck it.
I mean, we do have control over our content, so you can delete them if you feel that uncomfortable with them, you know?
We
But,
let people see what they want.
It shows the growth at the end of the day,
Yeah.
right? Or you can revisit, like, oh, look how far I've gone, you know, things like that.
Yeah, some it's because most of the time it's because of the views. I'm like, I don't want to delete it. It has
Yeah.
good views.
Yeah. If it has good views, then it has good views for a reason, you know?
True.
Yeah, but I like that you said that though. But there is a lot of content that, for example, I would post on TikTok that I wouldn't post on Instagram. And maybe not just because of the views or anything, but it's just like the demographics different. The people are different.
Yeah.
Like the type of people who are gonna view my content is a lot different. I feel like Instagram is a lot more niched.
Yeah.
Right. A lot more like your well built community. Like so
Yeah.
the people
Yeah.
who are gonna see you on Instagram and definitely like your vibe or like your comedy. They're gonna follow you on your Instagram. Did I say Instagram in the beginning?
Yes.
Who find you on TikTok are gonna find you on
Yeah,
Instagram, right? And
that's
they're gonna
true.
follow you. So they're more of your like tight niche. Jesus, that was tight niche. That was hard to say. Versus like TikTok, it's kind of like just
Yeah.
You
throwing
just kinda
shit out
keep
there to
scroll,
see.
yeah.
Yeah.
People keep scrolling.
Yeah.
Like, you're just looking for funny shit to watch. Or, like, if you're searching something, you know? But it's different. I think it's different, too.
Yeah, most definitely. I have that like inner battle. It's like, Bao works in marketing, but everything that I post or do or Vive con Huevos and in my personal stuff is filtered through her. I was like, hey babe, what do you think about this? Like, she goes, yeah, it's TikTok content. It's like, okay, post it on both, or maybe just do it on one, but don't collab.
And I mean, it's kind of proven. Like, what does well on Instagram normally doesn't do well on TikTok.
Yeah.
You know, or vice versa. It's just different platforms, different type of content.
The only one that did good on both platforms for us was the underwear one.
Oh God.
That one blew up on both platforms simultaneously.
Yeah.
Versus like another video will blow up on another platform and on the other one. So
It's whatever. Yeah.
like
pretty
cells,
crazy.
guys.
Happens a lot.
yeah, for real. But anyways, I want to go back a little bit more to young Raymond. When you were growing up, like, was content creating or was like, were you into film? Like, did you want to be something? Like, were you in like drama club? Like, what was your goal like in life? Like, what did you want to do?
Honestly, yeah,
I
always
just wanted to be a hood rat.
I was gonna say it. I was like, I don't know if I should say it.
Good shit with my friends.
It's cool.
Nah, but originally I wanted to be
I just
a
want to do
magician.
hood rat shit with my friends.
Oh my! I wanted to be so many things when I was young, but like in middle school, I wanted to be a magician.
Still entertainment.
Yeah.
All right, still entertainment. Yeah.
And then I was like, I want to do magic tricks for YouTube.
Yeah,
And then like, I don't know what triggered something in me where I was like, I want to be a YouTuber. Like, I think I would just watch YouTube a lot and I would be like, oh my God, like this is so fun to do. And yeah, I was like,
Was there one persona in particular that was like, this is who I look up to and this is why I want to be on YouTube?
no, nobody particular. I've seen like, I would watch a lot of videos.
Mm.
There is probably one, but I don't remember his name. But yeah, like, and then YouTube stuck to me and I was like, I'm going to just try it. And then it really stuck to me when I made a viral video. But I always wanted to just do something with like, my real life goal is like just owning like a business, like doing something where like I can like have money coming in and just have fun. But TikTok.
Sorry, we're gonna cut that out. But TikTok, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were gonna follow that up. But TikTok, I was totally waiting for a
I know.
follow up. My bad, bro. So your transition from like YouTube to TikTok. At what point were you like, oh shit? Like, what was the video that made you like, I guess, go viral in a way? Like, this is where you're, because at one point, like, you're throwing content out there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, especially on like my personal one, like I'm throwing content out there. I was like, to see what hits in order to get to where you're at, I guess you could say. At what point were you like, fuck, okay, this is for me. This is what I want to do. And like, what video was it?
Damn. I don't know.
We're throwing all the deep questions. Making me really think.
I don't think it was like a video specific, but it was just me figuring out like I would take breaks and I would make a video, or me just knowing how to make videos. Like, even if it wasn't for my page, I've made like some viral videos on like for other pages that I was managing, and yeah, I just finding out like figuring out how to like post viral videos and what to do. That kind of was like, okay, like I know how to do this, and like that kind of made me want to like keep doing it.
Were you managing other creators' content, or
Yeah, I had like a row. I've had like different like little business gigs, so I would like I had a room setup business, and I made like a few good viewed videos on there, and like just like pages like that. My pages are for people asking me like, oh, how do I make a viral video? I've done it a few times, like not viral, but I've gotten it views, and yeah.
Like some stepping stones, pretty much, of where to start off, and
Yeah.
they can go from there, right?
Yeah.
and mostly for like businesses?
No, like for some friends, I've gave advice to people like how to shoot a video, and it does work. Yeah.
We'll need to talk.
I know. We're gonna talk after. We're gonna have to talk after this talk.
What do you have a video that was like your favorite thing to shoot? Like that's like the one video that you're like, oh, I really enjoyed doing that, or like maybe a series of videos that you're like, yeah, these are the ones that I enjoy, or like they're your favorite, even if they didn't, maybe they even like didn't do as well or something. But
I don't have I don't have like a fun video, but I love shooting with like the Kickback Crew. They're fun.
Yeah.
Like when we shoot, we have fun.
Yeah.
But most those videos that we shoot are fun. Like those I'm like, damn, I miss them.
Aw,
Well,
okay.
I have heard that a lot from a lot of content creators or podcasters too, that like have either been on their platform or have shot different types of forms of content with them.
Yeah.
Where it's like they're just such a fun group to be around.
Yeah.
And they just make the entire experience just so joyful.
Yeah.
So, but like, shout out to them, man, because they've been like killing it lately
Yeah.
in the game. They've been like, I think because they also produce, right, shows, I think.
I think so. Yeah.
Or they help produce shows, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think they help with like Super Ego.
I think I've seen it.
Because they have like a specific style to their shooting. Like you just know it's them. Like their branding is like their lighting. Like it just looks so vivid. And it's one thing that I talked to, I forgot who I talked to about it, where it's like they're just like their videos, or like their quality of the video just looks like you're there.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't look grainy. It doesn't look like you can
It's
tell
been
like
edited.
there's lights. It's been
Yeah.
edited. It's like it just looks so like nice.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know how to put it. It just looks so nice.
I just feel like anytime you collaborate with anyone, it's always a fun time, because I know
Yeah.
when we did videos with Andy, it was fun. You know,
Those are
Yeah,
hilarious.
just that just throwing ideas off each other. And I noticed you do a lot of collaborations with a
Yeah.
lot of other content creators, so I think it's fun, right? And it's also networking. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
At one point, were you like starstruck to work with anybody?
No,
You're like, nah. I knew this
With
is
myself.
shit.
They're starstruck
They
to work
asked
with me.
You asked me to be on this podcast.
no, I was literally thinking about a moment right now. I was like,
Yeah.
I had like I fanboyed over Super Ego.
Yeah, I think we
Like,
all have to be
yeah,
honest. Yeah.
I was thinking about. I knew he was gonna be there. I was like, you know what? Like, I'm gonna play cool. I'm gonna network. Like, try to see if I can like introduce myself. And it was so awkward. I was so shy.
You know what? It happened because that happened to me too at the Kickback Crew at the
Yeah.
live show. I had never met Super Ego ever in my life. I grew up watching his videos. So, and it was funny because like before I met Andy, I was like, oh, this would be like a dope guest. And I was like, but he just like, it just seems so unobtainable at the moment. We were also like growing. We were like, our numbers were super low. So at the moment I was like, oh, it'll happen when it happens. It'll happen when it needs to happen, right?
Yeah.
Then I met Andy, and then like little by little bit of networking. So we ended up at that event, and then Andy tells me, oh, he's coming. Dude, I got so nervous. So nervous. Andy asked me like 3 times.
Do
He
you
was like,
want to meet him?
Do you want to meet him? The first 2 times. The first one, I ignored him because I was like, no, I'm not ready. The second time, I was like, I don't know. And then the third time.
The third time I called you out on it because I didn't realize that he was ignoring him on purpose. And I was like, bro, he's asking you if you want to go meet him.
And dude, so he introduced me, and dude, I felt so awkward.
Yeah.
Aparte, like, I'm not really good at small talk.
Yeah.
So it's like, what do I say? It's like, I dapped him up and I said hi to him. And I was like, dude, like, I look up to you. Obviously, I mean, he's a huge content creator. I'm like, I grew up watching this content. So many people did. And then I'm like, okay, what do I follow up? Nice to meet you with, you know, like what else do I say?
It's pretty cloudy tonight.
Yeah. So
How was the drive?
see you like drinking White Claws.
Yeah, you really got to redeem yourself for that one.
I
but
do. That was
one
the
day,
most
one
awkward
day.
moment ever.
Dude,
Yeah.
with my at that show, it was at that show. I walked to the bathroom and then I saw him. I was like, okay, this is my moment. We're alone. Like I'm gonna play it smooth. And I was like,
How's it hanging?
so I went.
How's the weather?
So I went, and then I was like, and then I walked over and I was like, what's up, Eric? And then like, I kind of, this is where I messed up. I grabbed him. I was like, what's up, Eric? And I like kind of like went like this. I like patted him, and I was like, fuck. If I was somebody like, I would not want somebody to touch me. Like it just,
In the bathroom.
yeah, no, it was outside of the bathroom.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of like I was like, I was like, my bad, I didn't mean to touch you. And then it's like, what are you drinking? Like it was really awkward.
Okay. Well, I don't feel as bad for you
I don't
anymore.
take the cake for the most awkward. That's probably why he felt so awkward. He probably had so many awkward
He probably has a lot of awkward
Yeah, and
encounters.
then Sleepy Brown, he's like, oh, what's up? And I was like, oh, what's up, man? I didn't recognize him, and I said what's up to him, and I think I spilled my, or no, I don't know what.
Spill
It
his
was
drink
just
all over him.
It's so awkward. And he's like, oh, you're here to like watch the Kickback Crew, and I was like, yeah, like they're my boys. And he's like, oh, nice. And I was like, yeah. So it's just awkward, and I was like, in my head, I was like planning out the scenario, and
It didn't go as planned. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing happened. So
funny.
like Andy introduced us, and I think it got less awkward when I was talking to Sleepy Brown.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, because I kind of had that moment with Eric. I was like, okay. And I was like, fuck, what else do I say to you? And then I was like, I have a podcast. Hey, nice to meet you. I have a podcast. And then like Sleepy Brown turned around and like we were just talking to him.
Yeah.
Did you ask him to come on?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
You did? Not then.
No, later
Not
on.
that
later,
day, yeah.
later-
But no,
later
not
on.
that day.
Yeah, no, later on.
Hey, remember me?
then I saw what's it called, Ego, like they were having a content day, and I brought it up to him. I was like, hey, like, sorry, I was just awkward. All right, I don't even think I brought it up to him. And I don't know what I said to him, but I remember I told Kickback Crew, I was like, oh, dude, it was so awkward. I feel like he hates me. And then they're like, yeah, he hates you.
Yeah, don't show up.
Of course. That's funny. Okay, so that's your one like fanboy moment.
Yeah, I met Shawty Bay a week ago.
Didn't you just ask?
I
You
asked
me
her
this
today.
morning.
I was like, because she used to pop up on my TikTok. I like fangirl over like Shawty Bay. Like her lingo is just like the best thing to me.
hilarious.
Yeah. And today we were upstairs, and I was like, did her like TikTok? Because they were trying to. They signed that
Cancel her.
petition to like kick her off of TikTok, basically.
What?
Yeah. to, like-
because people are like making fun of her, and she like has she has some kind of problem, and so like for a while her mom was like trying to protect her, and then she moved out of her mom's house. I don't know. It became this big thing about like her actual. What does she have? I don't know.
I
what
don't
she
even
has,
know.
but
Yeah.
Whatever.
It's just like, yeah, it just became like overly complicated. But yeah, there was basically a petition like for her to be, I don't know if it was like kicked off of TikTok
Canceled
or
or
basically, yeah,
something.
Or,
in
like,
a way to be like
censored.
canceled, yeah, or
Yeah.
censored. But anyway, sorry. So you met her.
Yeah, I feel like nobody know. Like, I feel like social media, like nobody really knows the true story. It's
Yeah.
just those close people, and I know her personally. I'm just kidding.
She's my other cousin.
No, but I went up to LA to like I was gonna film a video. I was gonna drop something off for my friend, and then I was gonna film a video, but then I showed up late. So then I went into Target, and then I was like kind of bummed out because I didn't get content. It was late, and then I saw Shawty. I was like, Shawty.
at Target.
Yeah, I was like, what up, Shawty? And she like, I ruined my moment again.
So what are you doing here?
No, but I was like, Shawty, what's up? And like I reached out like kind of like for a hug, but she was like so far.
You guys are running to each other like slow mo.
That's not what I pictured.
Like if she knew me, and then I was like, oh, I should never said that. And she's like, I think she said hi. She's like, hi.
She starts running away.
She said hi.
Danger.
And
What
walked-
you mean?
Oh my god. She said hi and then like walked away. And then I was walking out and I was with my friend. I was like, let's go back inside. Like, let's talk to her. And she's like, no, like I'm like shy. I'm like, I'm gonna just ask her for a video. Like, I'm gonna try to make a funny video with her. And she's like, I don't know, I can't. Like, and I was like, okay. And I was about to not do it. And I was like, nah, fuck this. So then I went inside alone. I was like, hey, shawty, like, my bad. Like, or no, I was like, oh, I came up to LA to shoot content, but it like didn't work. I'm like, do you want to shoot a video with me? And she's like, yeah. Oh my goodness. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh. No, but she's like, yeah, what do you want me to do? But like the way she talks, it's like cool, like her little lingo. And then I was like, it's just this video. And then she's like, oh, I've seen you on TikTok. I was like, oh shit, cool. Like you've seen my videos. And then she's like, yeah, I saw this dancing one. And I was like, oh, cool. I was like, let's just do that one. And then, yeah, we filmed it. And then I was like, thank you so much. I was like, thank you. I was like, I played it cool. I was like, I'll see you around. Like, we're going to run into each other again. Yeah. I was like, I'll see you around. And she's like, okay, I'll see you. Like, have a good one. And then, like, yeah, she followed me. And then I DM'd her.
Nice.
Have you collected that?
Well, you redeemed yourself.
Yeah.
I'm so thankfulness from this point of view. You just like triggered moments.
Mario is like Shawty Bay's #1 fan.
For like the longest
Every
time.
time she comes out with a new video, that's all I hear for like a solid month. It's just the way she talks.
You know what's crazy too? I DM'd her a month before that. I was like, oh, like I like tried to network, but she didn't reply. But
yeah, it's all right. You manifested it.
Yeah.
You brought it into existence.
True.
I mean, honestly, it's all about shooting your shot, even with the podcast. Like sometimes there's content creators or just other podcasters or people who I want to collab with in general, or we want to collab with in general. And I'm like, whatever, like what's the worst that's gonna happen? They're gonna leave me on red, you know, but what's the best thing that's gonna happen is like they actually answer.
They screenshot it, post it, like what the fuck?
much.
Don't work with this guy.
Don't answer this guy.
He gets blacked out.
He gets blacked out on all of his podcasts.
Damn, bro, you're gonna get like blacklisted.
For real. And then the Raymond over here is like, he hugs you. He comes up to you in the bathroom.
and hugs you.
He touches you and asks if he wants to go to the bathroom.
I know.
But after that, I actually did see that video with him. It was he where he's looking up at the sky, right? Or and then P Killer was there. Shout out P Killer.
Yeah. I asked him, like, oh, can we make a video? And he's like, yeah, why not? I was like, I'm gonna invite you as a collaborator. He's like, I'm gonna just ignore it. I was like, okay.
You can invite, but
That's happened to us sometimes too. It's like, I'll ask people, I was like, hey, can I invite you as a collaborator? And they're like, okay, but only for like 3 days.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What?
Oh, you can like
didn't even offer that.
collaborate yourself.
He
Yeah.
said he was gonna block me. I'm just kidding.
imagine.
This one touches me.
Tries to tag him, he can't.
Oh my gatos.
Looks at his profile, 0 posts.
What the heck?
No picture.
Oh man, what has been your favorite collab since you've been started? I guess.
I don't like. I like working with like Amy and P Killer. They're funny. Like I like working with both of them. There's like certain people I like just working with. I like working with everybody, but like we like have fun.
Well, some people just click differently.
Yeah.
When you guys collab together, or when let's say when P Killer comes down, or like, do you guys have something scripted? Like, hey, this is what I want to do today. This is what my idea. This is where I kind of want to go, or do you just start pointing and shooting and?
Yeah, we'll have video ideas. Like we'll remake all of our videos. Like we'll just see a bunch of videos and we'll just remake those videos. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, like I said, you just put your own twist to it. I think Jesus said it like a while back ago. It's like it's really hard, I think, now to find original content. Yeah.
It has to be like really good, or maybe just pick up the right or be uploaded the right moment, right, where everyone looks at it and
kind of like Andy's moment.
Yeah.
Like Andy really did like come up with like original. Well, it's original, right? Like nobody else was doing it.
Yeah, and well, I mean his
My
approach to
understanding?
it.
Yeah.
Well, I know everybody was doing like that.
Yeah, but what he was
like,
doing,
the whole stalker
The whole
soulmate
stalker thing, yeah.
So like that was a really good moment because he took a trend and it like still blew up, you know, because it was still on the same wavelength, I guess.
Yeah, and he talked about it, I think, at the IE podcast.
Oh, that one was funny too.
Yeah,
The one that just came out.
Oh yeah, but he was talking about on that podcast where it was like he kind of got on that trend towards the end of it. Like he got the trail end of it. Was the people were like started falling off, or the trend really wasn't that funny anymore.
Kind of picked it back up.
Yeah, and he just put his own twist to it. But so shout out Andy.
Yes.
I remember my
originality.
I remember my my viral videos, the ones I would make. Like I would make I don't know if you've seen, like, there's a bunch of videos now of, like, POVs, or not POVs, of just, like, awkward dates with guys or girls. They get in the car and, like, they're just weird, or they talk. I would, like, make those videos. Like, those were the videos I would make. And then I started seeing so much people making them. I was like, damn, like, I didn't even get no credit for it. They added their own twist. They made it, like, it became, like, a trend to make those whole, like, awkward dates. And yeah, it's like, it's pretty cool. That was my.
And those are the best ones because they're relatable.
Yeah.
They can be relatable.
Yeah.
But now you can say that was your idea.
Yeah, it was my idea, guys.
On the record.
Post this for the first 5 seconds, please.
It's just his face.
The creator of.
Yeah, the caption. Yeah, creator of this trend.
Imagine if we started doing that, like, with everything, a bunch of just names. You know, like that scene in The Office where it's like he does the quote and it's like I forgot the quote now. I'm just gonna just butcher this whole thing. Never mind.
Wow, you're like the Office #1 fan. What do you mean?
I haven't seen it in so long.
It's kind of like the whole #1 podcast in San Diego.
Yeah.
You just got to put it on there and no one's going to say anything.
Yeah, kind of like the #1 podcast right in San Diego.
Yeah.
What's their name?
Vive con Huevos.
Vive
Something like that.
Yeah. I've Googled it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Deep down on Google.
We have that recorded.
Deep on Google. Yeah. God dang.
I Googled you guys before, and it was like the top-rated podcast.
In San Diego.
Yeah. It was like
didn't say
it was like you guys and David Dobrik and, like, I don't know, other people. You guys were like the first ones.
But in San Diego it's just us. Latino, yeah. But yeah, it's crazy. So now this whole content creating thing, like, is this what you see yourself doing, like, long term wise? I know you wanted to start a business, but
yeah, like I do also want to do like because if you know how to, like, create content, or, like, make good content, or market, you can, like, make a business go viral, or like even with, like, the TikTok shop, like, making a product or a merch and then promoting it. Like, there's
TikTok
so much
shop is wild.
yeah, it
they
gets me
pay.
all the
It's a
fucking
whole
time.
other beast.
Yeah, there's like a lot of ways to make money, I feel like, through social media, like on your own. Yeah.
Is your goal now to, like, make merch, or like?
No, if I make merch, I wouldn't promote it as, like, it's mine. I would like promote it as like,
Like a whole other brand.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And kind of how you're looking into the Twitch thing too. You know?
Yeah, the
You gotta
Twitch thing. That's smart. Got it from him. We're about to collab.
In the bathroom.
Please.
Hug me. Jesus. Now every time I see you, I'm gonna start doing this shit. Raymond. From across the room.
I really did picture, like, Raymond and Shotty just, like, running to each other in slow-mo.
Put that one song. Dun, dun, dun,
Yeah,
dun,
and just, like,
dun.
everything around him just turns into, like, animation. It's a bunch of cartoons.
Oh my god. Oh my god, those.
Oh
my God,
those.
That's messed up. I can't believe they're gonna do that. If they did make a petition, that's kind of messed up.
Yeah, I never followed up on
I
it,
never
so I
did
don't
either.
really know. But
We're horrible at following things up at this podcast, or doing research.
we get fact checked all
We
the
get
time, but it's
fact-checked
okay. It's
all
part of
the
our
time.
brand.
It's part of the bit. Maybe we just know the facts. We just want you to engage.
Yeah, we say it on purpose, right?
Yeah.
All the wrong facts.
Just to keep people watching.
Pretty much, yeah, pretty much. Sorry, guys. Abrupt pause. We're testing out Coachella Angels DJI. So we're gonna start wrapping things up. Is there anything you wanted to promote, or sorry, I got tangled up over here.
Follow me on Instagram.
We will, yeah.
we'll definitely
throw that
tag
up.
all the.
But before we start
your
wrapping
accounts.
things up, we usually end the podcast with our very special guest with these two very special questions.
Dun, 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 dun.
So, Raymond,
I'm scared.
We've gathered you here today.
Deal or no deal?
do you want to say no? Usually, per usual, with our special guests, we like to keep it a little sentimental. Sometimes get to pick your brain. Not even sentimental. Sometimes they come up with really some funny answers.
Yeah.
If you could, geez, I forgot my questions.
Wow.
I know. Let's go with that one because I was already rolling with it. If you could go back in time and give yourself one piece of advice, at what age would you go to, and what would you say? Don't go on the Vive con Huevos podcast.
Hey, 10 years from now, you're going to be invited on a podcast.
Don't
Say no.
hug super ego.
I would tell my younger self to stop. Or when I was a baby, I'll tell my younger self to not cry. No, but
When I was a baby, bro.
stop being a
I was
bitch.
really wondering where
As
you
a
were going to go with that. I was like, all right, I'm just going to keep it rolling.
Stop being a bitch. Don't cry. No, but I'll probably tell myself, like, when I was, like, maybe 14, 15, to try to do... Or actually, yeah, when I was, like, 16, I would tell myself to just go all out on social media. I feel like back then, if I built myself from there, it would have been a little bit easier. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, probably that.
That's good.
Did you would you say you came up during like the COVID? You know how like when COVID happened, a lot of social media just like bumped up.
I think like towards the end of COVID.
End of COVID?
Yeah.
Okay. Got like the last part of it, the wave.
Yeah.
And they went up.
I mean, it happens. Yeah. We kind of started during COVID, but the podcast was after COVID.
Yeah,
It was way
Like
after.
Vive
Trail
con
end.
Huevos started
Yeah, Vive con-
during
yeah.
COVID.
But I mean, you're here now. I mean, things happen for a reason. I mean, they're cliche to say, bro. But I mean,
Yeah.
cliches are
That's
cliches
true.
for a reason. So,
Yeah.
but I mean, now you're going, keep going. So,
Yeah, of course.
good shit.
Tell yourself that now.
For real.
So that
Don't
5 years from now,
stop.
you don't say that.
And then, what has been the best and like the worst advice you've been given?
I don't think I've gotten like bad advice, but one of the best advice I've gotten was
Hug super ego. It's just gonna be that's gonna be the title. I hugged super ego. And
that'd be funny. Is to not look at things the way you want to look at things.
Okay. Not look at things the way you want to.
I know I wanted to digest that a little bit.
Yeah.
Not look at things the way you look at things. So like thinking outside of the box.
Yeah.
Ish.
Well, how did you take it?
Yeah.
Like when they gave you that piece of advice, like what was your interpretation of it?
To be honest, I don't know. Like,
I just googled it on my
I'm
way
already
over
trying to get all
here.
deep.
He ChatGPT that shit. What can I say?
I feel like it's sort of similar to like don't judge a book by its cover, right?
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
look
Similar,
at
yeah.
no, honestly, I don't even know what that is. Like, I just made it up. No, hey, Boogie said it in a podcast. I just wanted to say it. Yeah.
I mean, I
But it
would
does
say
make
that
sense,
it
Yeah,
makes
it
sense.
does make sense. Yeah. Don't look at things the way you look at things.
The way you want
The
to
way
look
you
at things.
want to look at things.
Well,
No, I'm
because
butchering it.
we perceive things a certain way, and half of the time it's not even the way that it's
That's
like
true.
coming across, you know, or like that the other person is intending for
Yeah.
it to come across. That's kind of what I took from it.
That's
So I
true.
was like, that is like.
That's going to be my new quote.
I know. What do you take from it now? Let's digest
Now
this
that
a
I
little
broke
bit.
it down for you, that's
Well, maybe Super Ego and Shadi Bay didn't see that as a
Yeah.
weird hug. They
Yeah.
saw it as like an embrace of,
maybe.
but maybe they didn't.
We'll ask them.
Yeah, I'll ask them.
And it's a memorable moment too.
Yeah.
Do you
pretty
guys
sure.
want a hug?
Where my hug at?
At the end, we'll just have hugs recorded on the
Hug
phone.
session.
Jesus gets really awkward during hugs.
He
That's
does.
fine.
He does.
People always hug me, and I try not to make it. I for some reason I look awkward, but it's okay.
Really?
You can hug me. I take the hugs anyways.
Yeah. You see,
I'm
they
kinda
both did the
scared.
same thing.
Yeah, and then they both kind of shy to like, you know, when you say hi to somebody, but you kind of do like the old, like the Mexican like kiss, but you
Oh,
don't
yeah.
know if you're
If they're
gonna
gonna
do the
hug or
kiss
the
or the
kiss,
hug,
yeah.
or like if you're just gonna shake their hand and you're just in there like
Doing
you're
all
just
three.
shaking.
That's
Oh
funny.
man! But guys, it's been fun. Raymond, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, of course. Do you want to let the listeners know where they can follow you, where they can see your funny stuff or your awkward moments?
Or anything you want to promote.
I don't have anything to promote, but at Real Raymond Garcia on all platforms.
Cool. We'll tag you.
Yeah, definitely.
I think it's pretty cool. I think you're the first content creator I know that's from San Diego. Because
Yeah.
most
Yeah.
content creators I see are LA, you know,
LA.
up north.
Yeah. There's Jennifer, the girl I do videos with, the short
Yeah.
one that doesn't eat. She's from San Diego.
Yeah, it's this year. I said we need to start collabing more with creators in San Diego, because originally when we started the podcast, that was the idea.
Yeah.
I was like, we're from San Diego. Like, let's blow this up. Like, LA already blew up. You know, IE is blowing up.
There's a bunch of bunch of creators out there.
So it's like, why not start in my own city, or like even bringing people from Tijuana or Ensenada, you know, like a little bit more south. It's
That's
like,
what I've been telling like people from San Diego, like my friends, like we need to do something like big in San Diego.
Yeah.
Like nobody.
It's untapped.
Yeah.
It's untapped. Yeah.
I'm gonna beat you to it. I'm just kidding.
Or we do it together.
But we are the biggest podcast in San Diego. So,
No,
I mean, you could be the biggest creator.
We definitely got to put something together for
Yeah.
San Diego and like make something big out of it. Like,
yeah.
be
No,
the
it's
first.
definitely in the works, and we can definitely like talk and, you know, off camera and stuff and see what we can collab with. As of lately, I've been trying to network with a lot more people within San Diego. You guys will be seeing them on the podcast pretty shortly, hopefully. But there are some pretty big things going on in San Diego. If you look
Damn.
in these videos, you'll see like subliminal messages on outer
He doesn't
wear.
even get it.
No.
Moving on. You guys will see it soon.
You guys will see it soon. But there are certain things in the works because I want to start, you know, I guess blowing up San Diego. It's just like it's untapped, it's unmarked
That is
territory.
true.
It's like people, like I said, people are always coming down from LA, or we're collabing with people from LA, or we have to go up to LA. So it's like, why not stay home? There's so many more. There's a lot of talent everywhere.
Yeah.
You just got to look for it.
I agree.
And why not make LA people come down to us, you know, instead of us
Yeah.
going up there?
I mean, they do. Not everyone says they do want to move to San Diego.
We got less traffic over here,
Yeah.
so 20 minutes.
No,
20
don't come to
minutes.
San Diego. Stay up there.
Stay up there, just visit us. But Raymond, honestly, thank you. It's been a pleasure. We definitely got to do this again, run it back.
Yes, sir.
We'll give you your hugs right now, I promise.
Please.
We'll film it.
I've been waiting.
It just looks so huggable. But no, honestly, we do appreciate it. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for, I know we like rescheduled like 5 different times.
Yeah.
So
it's
sorry.
both of our faults.
Yeah, sorry about that.
happens.
But it happens. You're here. And like
Yeah.
I said, you know, perfect place, right time, whatever, however else you want to say the cliches that are cliche.
Yeah.
But guys, thank you so much. I will tag Ray and everything per usual. Of course, clips. I don't know if he's gonna accept my collaborations or not, but we'll figure it
Just
out.
for 3 days.
Yeah, just for 3 days, and he's gonna
He's
block
gonna
me.
block. All of a sudden, we're gonna look for his Instagram. It's like, what happened to
What the
Raymond?
fuck? Wasn't he from San Diego?
Where'd he
Fuck
go?
This guy.
I put LA.
Super ego. Don't work with him ever again. We banned him too with Shawty Bay. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in. This is Martes con Huevos. It's been a beautiful Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday, whenever you're listening to this. Y como siempre, guys, live your best life, fight your fears. At the end of the day, the only thing that you regret are the things that you did not do. So vive con huevos, guys. We love you. We out of here. Peace.
Bye.
Bye,
Like, share,
guys.
subscribe.